everybody. How are you? Diego, Jonathan, Nicolas,
Boss.
Paula.
Hi,
Hello, good morning.
As you know, well, first of all, thank you for accepting my invitation. We're quite short of time today, so let's get into business. I'm going to show you my screen. Can you tell me, please, when it's
Yeah, we can see it.
We are seeing now.
perfect? So what are we going to see today? Company overview, the market structure, the internal analysis and SWOT analysis that I'm very interested in today, and finally some conclusions and some opportunities that we can discuss. So just to be clear and to refresh ourselves, our SMART objective 2020, the market share, to share the market share from 22% to 28.5% of Cloud Guard related to cloud security service for perfect in financial sector, specifically in banking segment in Colombia by the end of 2020. In profit, we have to maximize net profit by lowering cost, increasing operational margin, and from 17.72% to 20.02% in Colombia by the end of the third quarter. And finally, in sales, we have to increase sales of cloud security service in banking segment of Colombia by upgrading enterprise packaging subscriptions from USD 360K to USD 510K by the end of 2020. Sounds good, right?
Yes.
So, Nicolas, can you tell us more about the market structure, please?
Yes, this is a broad description of our market structure and the market size. Cloud security service in Colombia is probably $172.5 million. Globally, is a $34.5 billion industry. Our market potential in cloud security service is a rapidly growing market. It's expected to grow 20% in Colombia for 2021 and about 100% to 2025, making it a very attractive market. Also, the market is currently in the phase of growing, creating a lot of opportunities for Checkpoint. We created for you analysis about Porter's 5 forces, which I'm going to explain. The first one is the threat of new entrants, and we have a strategy that is innovating on new products and services, reducing cost by creating economies of scale, creating capacities and investing more in research and development. The second force is bargaining power of suppliers, and our strategy is building efficient supply chain with suppliers, looking for alternative suppliers if prices go up, looking for suppliers whose business depend on Checkpoint. The third force is bargaining power of buyers, and our strategy is building a large base of customers to reduce bargaining power, innovate with new products. If these products are created, Checkpoint can limit the bargaining power. New products can limit the loss of current customers. The fourth force is the threats of substitute products or services. And the strategy we pick is service-oriented preferred than product-oriented, understanding the needs of clients instead of buying trends. The five forces, the rivalry among the existing competitors, and our strategy of in Checkpoint is creating a sustainable differentiation over time, and also collaborating with competitors in order to increase market size.
Perfect. Nice. Oh, now I'm going to explain for you just to see if I understand perfectly the market. So we have our main branches, which are the secure network, cloud security, the secure users and access, and finally unified management. As we are seeing now in this presentation, we are going just to focus in the cloud security. As you know, our first and two competitors are Fortinet with its FortiCloud with the 3 branches, Palo Alto with the Prisma 4 and big branches, and finally our famous products: network, posture management, workload, AppSec, and intelligence. So it's good. Now, Diego, can you tell us more about the trends, please?
Okay, just to add to our boss partitioning in the market research area, we have identified trends that are driving our business. So in 2020, it has been an unusual year with a high information technology growth and movement, and it is well known because the COVID-19 pandemic. There have been changes in all economic segments that perhaps some of them will be with us by generations. They will become trends. So inside the microenvironment, we have identified 5 trends for our company market and one central trend that which all of them are converging. Almost all those trends that we are seeing are not consequence of the pandemic, but they were boosted by lockdowns and social distancing. For instance, due to non-contact, the e-commerce grew rapidly, between March and April, and e-money and e-payments have been grown in the same way. On the other side, a lot of workplaces, as you know, were transferred to home, promoting smart working and increasing the endpoints. It is a very good issue for us. In this new normality, cyber crimes has been arising, so privacy and data protection work have been strengthened. It is also a good point for our market. Finally, and in a not isolated way, several companies are reducing their own hardware to reduce costs. It is by migrating their service to the cloud, like a trend in which Jonathan will explain the segmentation. But first, let me show you a comparison of our competitors. So in the market research area, we have done a comparison considering the 7 P's of marketing, but we skip the processes because it is internal. So we are not sharing that with our competitors, and they obviously are not sharing that with us. In the first one, we have to do a comparison in the product strategy. So we have 5 products in the cloud security, like Alejandra was saying, and we are considering the safer among the competitors. We have Palo Alto have 4 products, but they are considered complex in the integration, and it is a bad issue in the cloud because the complexity can difficult the integration, and it is a bad point. However, they are considered with the high latency in that area. And finally, Fortinet is the low variety, the competitor with the less number of products, the lower variety. They only have 3. All of us are focused on security and posture, automated security, and unified security. I want to share you also that in the place and people areas, we have all 3 the same global distribution and support, and we are focused in the same CTO, CIO, Chief Information Security Officer, IT directors, and decision makers. In the promotion strategy, unfortunately, we have a sharing distribution partner. They are Nexus Colombia, and Fortinet has the local representation, so they have exclusively offices and representation in this country. It is a point that we can discuss in the price. The first to say that which one is expensive and cheaper, I want to say that we are flexible. We have a personalized solutions and suitable for our customers. In the positioning, I want to say you that we are considered the first partner of Microsoft Azure. So we have exclusively, and for new products and new sales, they will give us the exclusively. We are available in 6 clouds, Palo Alto 9, and Fortinet 5 clouds. All those clouds are Oracle, Google Cloud, Alibaba, Microsoft, and no more, among others. So let's continue with the segmentation.
Perfect. Just to be clear, Nexus Colombia is not exclusive for us, right?
No, we are sharing that partnership, so they will promote Palo Alto and Checkpoint in the same way. So we are not exclusive for them.
Okay, good opportunity there. Now, the SWOT analysis.
Okay, Alejandra, we created for you a SWOT analysis, first for our competitors and us. And the first thing we want to analyze is the competitor SWOT, in which we also include our company. Since it is a related new market, we have found that the elements that make up the SWOT do not differ greatly from each other. That is why I would like to start with the strengths. In this element, we can see that in terms of tackling major security threats, the platform allows cross-sectional visibility, which allows detecting misconfigurations of the system and strengthening best practices. Also, in relation to the above, the companies have strict elements of compliance of different international standards. We can observe an interesting tool used in the market. This is cloud intelligence and threat hunting, which allows the use of machine learning, giving these companies a much faster reaction to any threat. We have also identified weaknesses in the following points: lack of offices and representatives to increase sales, and also that systems still have a long learning path. This is why we see unauthorized cloud access, insecure interfaces, and hijacking of accounts. Regarding opportunities, we see that there has been an increase in the financial data breaches or data leakage that is fueling the cloud security market in these days. Also, a market study enforced by Colombian government suggests that 90% of financial institutions are deploying cloud-based services. That could be a very good opportunity for us. And also, it's important to address that healthcare industries will create lucrative opportunities in the market. This can be seen for a future opportunity. For the threats regard, we identify the following. Data sovereignty means that jurisdictions have different laws regarding access to data, and accidental exposure of cloud credential. It's a major threat for us.
Perfect.
So now regarding the segmentation table, first I want to show the approach that we have, that is this five-phase model, which has the understanding of the market and the identification of key sectors, then the determining of the sector, the defining of the target, the determination of the specific segment, and finally the target sector. So in the next slide, we're going to see the conventions that we have. So we have five segment categories, and these five segment categories have different variables that are going to be used to score our targets. So in the next slide, we are going to show you uh, how we did the segmentation. So first we have five different sectors that our target. So we have financial, government, industrial, health, and non-users. When we apply the different segment categories, we discovered that financial is our approach and is the one that we are going to focus on because it has the highest score. So on the next slide, we're going to talk about a little bit of the financial sector in Colombia. So this has three branches, and we're going to focus in the credit institution one because it has the biggest segment by revenue. Also, it has well-known brands such as Bancolombia, Davivienda, and more. And also, it's a possibility to expand to the other two branches. As a result, on the next slide, we're going to show you the final segmentation of the credit establishments. So when we apply the categories, we discovered that banks is the target sector that we are going to focus on 2020. So as a result, we have that on the market positioning that we have. Yeah, you're right on the market positioning. Uh, we have that our clients uh, want to buy our product because of these five factors: the digital asset protection, also the avoidance of hackers, the transition of information to cloud services, the integration of business with security, cybersecurity, and the compliance with country regulations, such as different laws in Colombia. As a result, we talked with our customers and they talked about how they perceive our brand. So here you can see that we have like a medium value between price value, but we are the most regarded regarding security and usage. So we are well positioned.
Nice. The 7 Ps.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, so I want to explain more about the 7 Ps of the cloud security services. So regarding the product, the Cloud Guard has been developed as a unique product design, name, and features to stand out in the competitive market. The characteristics of the product, you can see it in the slide, and it's mainly divided into perspective, features and benefits. Features such as clarity and benefits such as vulnerability scanning. Regarding the place, the distribution can be direct or indirect. Direct from checkpoint and indirect, as Diego mentioned before, through partners. We also have e-commerce with a catalog and personalized services. If we move forward with people, Checkpoint has been focused on the decision makers from the companies, such as the CEO and the CIO, or even the stakeholders that are important in the decision making, such as the IT managers. Regarding the promotion, they are more focused on preventive than corrective, mainly because the cyber attack can destroy the good name of the companies, can affect the relationship with its customers. suppliers, and stakeholders. If we move to the next slide, I want to talk about the price, processes, and positioning. Prices will always depend on the size of the company and what type of products they want to gather from our side. The total cost involved in acquiring, consuming, and disposing of the product. The processes are mainly in 5 points, which are understand the market, develop the marketing strategy, manage marketing plans, and do not forget about the sales strategy and develop and manage sales plans. Finally, the positioning, I want just only to highlight the high fidelity procedure management and the faster time to value.
Thank you, Paula. Very interesting. Now, the SWOT of Checkpoint.
Okay, Alejandra, let me present our SWOT analysis. This is for Checkpoint, and we found the following. In the strengths, we can see that automation of activities brought consistency of products quality. Also, we have successfully integrated various technology companies in the past few years to streamline our operations, creating a reliable supply chain. Over the years, Checkpoint Software Technologies has built a reliable distribution network that can reach majority of its potential market, including the Colombian market. Also, the company is investing huge resources in training and development of its employees, resulting in a workforce that is not only highly skilled, but also motivated to achieve more. We identify a strong base of reliable suppliers of raw material, enabling the company to overcome any supply chain bottleneck. For the weaknesses, we identify the following. Given the scale of expansion in Colombia, Checkpoint needs to put more money in technology to integrate the processes. It is alarming to see that there are very few products and it's creating a gap between our competitors. Also, even though Checkpoint is one of the leading organizations in the industry, it has faced challenges in moving to other product segments with its present culture. We have some opportunities that we want to analyze. It's that organizations' core competencies can be success in similar other products field, for example, healthcare industries. Another one is a differentiated price strategy. It will enable the firm to maintain its loyal customers with great services and lure new customers through other value-oriented propositions. And also this is related to one of our SMART objectives. New trends in the consumer behavior can open up new market for Checkpoint. It provides a great opportunity for the organization to build new revenue streams and diversify into new product categories too, which is a future goal of the company. For the threats, we have imitation from our competitors, intense competition, like Diego said before, new environment regulations like the Paris Treaty, rising pay levels in outsourced locations like in China for raw materials, and no regular supply of innovative products and currency fluctuations.
Nice, very good. Thank you, Nicolas. So I think we can conclude with this problems and opportunities. The first one, increase Checkpoint's brand awareness and accelerate our growth in the cloud security marketplace. Yes. Include many solutions among bespoke newsletter created social media, streams and content packed with the latest tags and superannuation updates. The big organizations invest heavily in advanced technology, yes, as we are, for increasing overall productivity and efficiency, expand the global growth and marketing strategy, staying ahead of increasingly sophisticated and malicious security threats. Hopefully, our clients start thinking with our vision of being preventive before being reactive. Lack of official offices and representative of Checkpoint Colombia. I'm very concerned about the Nexus thing. We can get to do something there. Finally, difficulties in the promotion strategy that avoid reaching more clients besides the CIO in the AT areas. That's true. So someone wants to give a little more problems or opportunities, input something. What do you think?
I have my hand raised. Alejandra, we have to don't forget that the little new banks that are entrance in these markets. So because they don't have all the structure that big competitors, so they will need that service of cloud and security. So don't forget these clients.
Good. Thank you, Diego. Someone else?
Yes, I totally agree.
I totally agree with all the opinions.
Nice. Well, I see a perfect analysis and we can start with our plan right now. Thank you everyone for everything. It was a very interesting conversation today. hopefully we can see each other near.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Alejandra, thank you
Bye.
very much.